All right, so today in this video, I want to talk about specifically applying at the Jakarta embassy for your DTV. Um, I may do some additional videos. You can leave a comment below if you have any questions about applying at various embassies, and I can kind of get specific about certain ones. But right now, the reason that I'm focusing on Jakarta is that it's because it's generally been a popular place to go. It's nearby Thailand. A lot of people like to go there because they can go stay in Bali and hang out while waiting for their visa application results. And there have been a lot of changes that I've noticed this year. So let's go back about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Jakarta was one of the number one places for people to go and apply for their DTV, and it was pretty straightforward. It was, not much scrutiny. People were applying with 1 month packages, and all good. However, now it seems that Jakarta has gotten much more stringent. And instead of simply it being like, oh hey, there's a higher case of rejections, actually Jakarta is giving out a lot more multiple entry tourist visas and even just regular tourist visas. So I want to talk about like some of the things that have changed. So in 2026, basically Jakarta seems to have a requirement for a longer package length. In fact, even 6-month packages, people are still getting multiple entry tourist visa because the multiple entry tourist visa is 6 months, and I believe it can be extended out by like an additional month or two if you get an extension from immigration. And so according to that logic, I have not spoken to anyone from the embassy, but I'm assuming that according to that logic, then 6 months should be enough. Like a multiple entry tourist visa should be enough time to do a 6-month Muay Thai course. Now, I personally disagree with this logic because, asking people to sign up for for a year or 2 years at one gym is very unreasonable, and I don't know why anyone would have that expectation. Secondly, they are also asking for proof of Muay Thai experience. Now, it doesn't seem like that they're asking that you be some kind of professional fighter and you show them your fight record or anything like that. But they do seem to want to know, like, do you have a genuine interest in Muay Thai? They want you to kind of explain yourself. So I'm going to give a few examples now because we've had approvals there. So I'm not saying don't go to Jakarta, but you need to have some things in mind. So I'm going to give a few examples of specific cases. Obviously, I'm not going to name names, but there were 2 cases of Europeans that one European and one South American that applied in Jakarta, and one of them got a 6-month multiple entry tourist visa, which they were confused about. They had the funds. It seemed like it was maybe between the minimum and 1 million baht ish. This is for the European, and they had, I think, a photo of them training in Muay Thai. They got the 6-month visa, and that's the extent of the information that I have regarding them. So they got a 6-month tourist visa, multiple entry. The other person was from South America, and they had a job here in Southeast Asia, and they had approximately 1 million baht in savings and no income. They also, as proof of their Muay Thai experience, send in, I guess, a photo of them training, as well as a ticket that they had of a Muay Thai show they went, just to show that they had some relevant experience. Now, I did not really wasn't too involved in their applications, so I don't know how they structured that information when they sent it to the embassy, but that's now their situation. And there's two more people. One was from Western Europe, and the other was from China. Both of them now got approved. They did not state their how much savings that they had. They didn't share that with me, but they did have some income from working online, or some kind of passive income from activities that they were doing. So they had a source of income. Number two, they really didn't have that much Muay Thai experience, but they had trained a bit. And in their case, I put together a kind of a cover letter explaining, why they wanted to, what they were going to do with Muay Thai. And I was very honest about it. I wasn't like, hey, I want to be a fighter and I want to do this. There's nothing like that, right? It was very recreational. It was like, in fact, I literally wrote on there, I don't plan, this person doesn't plan on being a fighter or training competitively. It's just for their own fitness, and that they just had an interest in martial arts. They had a couple pictures of them training, and it was very clear, very, very clear that these people did not have any intention of, like competing, or were super serious. Just like, this is something I'm going to do as part of my fitness routine while I'm living in Thailand, and that was very explicitly written in there in the cover letter. So and those two were approved. Now, and going back, I'll go back in a second. But so as you can see, it's like you can kind of take this information and make your own assumptions, because for me, it's not super clear what they're looking for, but I can kind of guess that, one, they're looking for an honest and transparent proof of intent of why you want to, train in Muay Thai. Again, they're not looking for like some kind of like, I'm going to be the next champion, or I want to get my first fight. That was explicitly stated in the two that were approved, that we're not going to fight. We might not even spar, So, but I think being upfront about that, and just being detailed about, where interest is and what your commitment is going to be, just so it sounds realistic and reasonable. And also that income that they have, I think that was another important factor. And the two that were approved, I do know that just from talking to them, and because I helped them with the Muay Thai portion, that they were quite professional and listed everything. So I think any and all the information that they gave, whether their financial information, cover letters, etc., were concise, but detailed enough, and easy to understand. Now, going back to one of the South American that got a tourist visa, they got actually a 2-month or 3-month tourist visa, which made 0 sense, because that person could have gotten that visa on arrival. So the fact that the Jakarta embassy didn't even, and they were also asked for an interview, by the way, which is rare, but it can happen. The others didn't have an interview that I'm aware of. This person had an interview, and they got a visa that they didn't actually need, because it's like, for example, I'm an American citizen, and if I were just coming here for tourist purposes and I had no visa, I could come on a visa on arrival for 60 days. And for the embassy to give me a visa for 60 days is kind of pointless. So I don't understand why the Jakarta embassy did that. I don't know if they're just trying to be polite by not rejecting them but giving them a visa, but that person is actually going back and asking them, because that makes 0 sense. I think actually it would have been better if they rejected them, so at least they know that they don't qualify for the DTV, instead of giving them a 2-month visa. And by the way, this person also, all these circumstances, all these people applied with more than 6 months when applying in Jakarta. And so, yeah, I don't know fully what's going on there. I'm just sharing this information so you can make your own decisions. Also, if you have experience, you can comment down below. I can get some insight from it, and other people watching it can also get some insight. If you have any questions, you can leave those down below as well. So again, if you want to apply in Jakarta, clearly you can get approved even if you're not like, Buakau or Rottung, right? So if you're just casually training, so you don't have to feel that kind of pressure with that. You do have to kind of show some intent. So yeah, I mean, that's a summary about Jakarta. Take from it what you need. And again, any questions, please let me know in the comments. Thank you.